We're going to get started with the show. You ready? Get a cup of coffee and let's go. Here we go. Apparently, we're going
That's
Spanish language.
Cash. Los Angeles. Rock and roll. My money.
When will they stop?
Well, now. Long Beach, clear skies.
And now, on with the show.
Here we go. Welcome to June. It is Mornings on the Beach, signing on your Saturday, Sunday morning infotainment. That's what we call ourselves here. I'm Danny Lemos.
I'm Mike Stark.
I'm Melanie Ray.
And today on the show, a dog shoots a woman. You're going to love this story. Yeah, no kidding. And a new washing machine for humans.
Huh?
Did you wash yourself in a machine? We'll tell you all about that coming up. Also on the show.
Yeah, we're going to visit with Kelly Fitzgerald, a Long Beach artist who plays all around town, but she's got a special gig coming up next week. We're going to talk about that gig.
And my bestie, co-producer, goofball all-around great guy is here to talk with us.
It's great. He'll be here. It's a mystery guest. He'll sign in a moment. But first, how was your week? We all have to start that way. What a week, huh? We voted. At least
we did.
I did.
Yes, I voted.
And they haven't counted my vote yet, by the way.
Oh, no
Why?
kidding. It's going to take forever. June, what do they say, till the 6th or something?
Yeah, because I took it to the box.
And you can receive it
That's
there.
what I did,
right?
too.
Yeah. Until June 6th, I think they can pick it up, and then they'll start counting them.
Yeah, I don't know how that works, but I took it in a day before the election, and I dropped it off. But I haven't received word back that it's been received or counted or anything.
You haven't?
But I did a little poll online, and a lot of other people haven't either. It's just that they haven't got to it
I didn't
yet.
even know that was a thing. I haven't gotten anything.
And you can also, in case you're interested, you can check. You can go to myvoterstatus.com or something along those lines, and you can put in your address, and it'll tell you if your vote has been counted yet.
I handed mine to the mailman, or now I'm thinking, I hope that was the mailman.
He wasn't wearing a red hat, was he?
No. But, yeah, so we did that this week, and of course we're all waiting, bated breath. The mayor is up, right? If you lived in L.A., but not here. What about here? Was it a primary for Richardson, or was that the actual?
I think
it's
he had to get.
It's funny how I don't know that.
I think he had to get 50%, and he did.
That's right.
But I'm not sure. I'm not sure.
And then, of course, governor. Everybody was choosing one of the 30,000 candidates for
right.
governor. Mm-hmm.
Democrats, man.
And I got to feel sorry for the ones whose name came up on the news feed on the scroll where it said, whatever their name was, and it said 1%.
I know. Or the little less than. The little less than symbol. I'm like,
well, that was one thing. And then, of course, the big news of the week, as far as I'm concerned, was the name being pried off the Kennedy Center.
Yes. That felt
You know
good.
what we're talking about.
That was just a little satisfaction.
Talk about what it took to make us all feel so good.
I know, but we need anything.
Just any little thing from this administration.
Well, just the hope that came alive
yeah.
that he hadn't been seen in a while.
Yeah, well, I went to bed the other night thinking, oh, God, let me wake up to headlines screaming across the television.
I know, I checked this
said
morning.
he had a stroke.
Unfortunately, he did a press conference yesterday and yelled at Caitlin Collins again.
Then it was him.
Told her to smile.
It wasn't a dupe. It was
but you know, it's always just him sitting behind the desk.
Yeah.
I think they prop him up, make him up, and then bring everybody in. And then, like remember the old exhibit at Disneyland with Lincoln?
Yes.
Right? It's kind of like that. Like they set him, they prop him up, bring everybody, have a look. Now get out before he
sideline
poops
stories
himself.
were this week that their Putin has doubles, right? So who knows?
Oh.
Why would that come out all of a sudden? But there you go.
Oh, interesting.
Maybe. I'm just saying, I love the way that was
I don't know
replaced.
how they could double up this guy,
Right.
though.
But remember,
he's a one of a kind.
Remember
Thank
what I
God.
said on the show last week was that friend of a friend who works at the VA, or actually at Bethesda Naval Center, just alluded to the fact that we were not getting the total truth and that it was more severe than we thought. So that certainly pans out with him being out of sight for a week. Who
Did you see Marco Rubio when they asked Marco Rubio about him sleeping?
No.
And he was saying, he's awake all the time. He's working all the time. He doesn't sleep at all. And then they show him the video of him falling asleep right next to Rubio. He goes, he wasn't sleeping then. But you know what he said that was interesting? He said, I've gone on trips with him, and when everybody else is sleeping, he's wandering the halls looking for someone to talk to.
It sounds like
And you're
King
like,
Lear.
that is the first true thing you've said. No, because he's up when everybody else is.
Yeah, alas, poor Yorick.
Yeah, right.
Poor man. And there's no more slush fund. They backed away from that like it was
Which
what?
is good.
Yeah.
Burning embers.
Right.
Well, yeah, because they're looking at, they'd have no chance.
Yeah.
So I was kind of disappointed because they'll have no chance with this thing in there in the midterms. But
Oh, it's disgusting.
we're galloping towards it, and people are feeling it. But anyway, that was kind of what attracted me about this week. Anything else that we left out with that? What was the big highlights for you this week?
Sounds great, Mike.
Yeah, really.
I took a nap.
Okay, good. That's. I was thinking the other day. Is it okay for somebody who's older to nap during the day?
I nap. I love
I
naps.
do too, but I'm
I
starting to
love
get worried because my nails are going at a breakneck pace.
Well, as long as you're not napping during a press conference, you're good to
I
go.
guess that's okay. Yeah.
Right?
Or during this show.
Yeah, well, it's too early.
Yeah.
But I'm worried about that, and also the state of what's going on right now in our in AI. And I say this because I watched the documentary, which is how I became an AI. It's optimist.
Yeah.
That's not the title, but it's close.
Right. Okay.
And it's interesting because at first, boy, they drop you down the hole, and you're like, I had to turn it off. I said, I can't stand it. We're doing.
Oh, I don't want any scary documentaries.
And then, of course, as good documentaries would do, they give you the
They bring
alternative.
it back.
They bring it back
Okay.
up. Thank God.
Good.
Because there are good things about this, right?
Yeah.
But the negative stuff, first of all, it's starting with the power in the water. If you leave that aside, there's all the other stuff as we become more used to it, and our students become more used to it. And then how do we know it? At one point in the documentary, they were saying, how do we know that it's not going to slightly steer us the direction it wants to annihilate us?
We don't.
We don't. You're right. And what way would it annihilate? Giving you false information about vaccines, giving you, you know what I mean?
Right.
Recommending, because who here in the room, raise your hands, has turned to it for medical advice? No one?
I have not.
I have not. I think, come on. But
No.
people do daily
Well,
by the hundreds
RFK
of thousands.
does. RFK does.
Yeah, well, he needs to. Where's he going to get information from? But no, that's scary to me.
It is.
It's like people are counting on that. And psychological help. What if it's slightly turning humanity against other people?
And because medical insurance and any kind of care is so expensive, there are people who are turning to it for therapy, which is very dangerous because it agrees with you.
Right.
It doesn't expand your thinking, which is the point of therapy. So that's a dangerous consequence
Exactly.
but it's our own policies. I mean, it's Darwinism. We create this system where we put everybody under extreme stress and then we don't support them. And where are they going to go? They're going to go to a source that doesn't have a heart and doesn't have a human ability to expand your thinking. And we kind of deserve it. I hate to say it, but
I was going to say that might be.
It's funny. That's the point that
That
they
What are
might
you gonna
be.
do?
That might be a way of culling the herd a little bit.
It might be.
exactly
Yeah.
the way.
And perhaps that's what they intend.
I have all my immunizations. I go get them all because I'm going to survive this wave of smallpox or whatever the COVID, whatever it is.
But what I learned in the documentary was how it finds its information, which is interesting. You should know this, right? And then how it's being used in other alternatives, like because it can assess so much information so quickly, it can find a cancer cell before it starts growing. Now, if that's a good thing, obviously, if you're able
Absolutely.
to do that, if doctors can use it, but I think there needs to be regulation. Yeah, right now with this administration.
Right.
And there needs to be people with guidelines. I mean, if you trust Mark Zuckerberg to have your best interests at heart.
And in general, we do.
I know.
mean, so that's. Well,
I mean,
you know.
we are, and you may not think you may think it's benign, but we are being filtered by our Facebook feed,
Absolutely.
our Instagram feed, and so there we have given our trust over for them to understand us. And the one I hate is that Netflix doesn't understand me. because I don't just like one genre of movie. Now it slaps you with genres, the same movies. Apparently I watched a rom-com and now it thinks I'm a 24-year-old girl with a broken heart. Because that's all I get is movies. Like, what the hell is going on? So the algorithm is like altering. I want to know where those codes are that you can put in so you get a different algorithm or different feed.
Right. Well, and the danger of all those systems is that by continuing you into the direction that you're already leaning in, it keeps affirming that you got the right mind, even if you don't.
Yeah.
You're
okay.
Yeah, you're great. Look, it's those other people don't get you.
It's a digital version of you're okay. I'm better than you, but you're okay.
Yeah.
AI, LOL. And I mentioned at the top of the show, this one story that's really got me. And this is a woman who was shot by a dog recently in a convenience store. I'm not kidding.
Let's get into that.
She was into the convenience store, and all of a sudden she heard a loud crack, and she got stung in the buttocks by a bullet.
Was it a guard dog?
Well, they thought, where is this coming from? Then they look over with the angle, and there it is. The glass is shattered, pointing to her truck. The dog in the back of the truck bed had jumped up out of excitement and fired the rifle.
Oh, so there was a loaded gun in the back.
Loaded gun in the back of her
truck.
bed. She said, it was racked, but the dog was able to knock it down and it pointed right. I think that taught her a lesson.
Yeah.
And we're going to go back to Darwin. What can you say about having a loaded shotgun on a gun rack in a car?
Darwin had some things right. Let's face it.
Right. It's just, come on, man.
And then the article I found, this is great because I'd like to bring this to your attention when I find these gadgets. And it is a washing machine specifically designed to cleanse you. So if you think of like a chamber, like these hyperbaric chambers or whatever, this is it looks like a day spa. You recline in it, and you punch the buttons, and then it cleanses you. And the reporter who stepped into it, this is reported online. She said it was great, except that I wasn't dry enough when I got out.
It's a full body bidet.
Exactly what I thought. It's a large size bidet. So of course they're going to make. It's only you only have $635,000. You can get one, but why? I just want to know how it handles the nibbly bits.
Well, yeah, the nibbly bits. At that point, I'm going to hire someone.
Are there happy endings
I was
involved?
going to say maybe if we couple AI with the human laundromat, then we'll find it. That'd be awesome. Anyway, it's Mornings on the Beach, and that's our kind of way to wake you up in the morning.
Yeah.
But then we also play music at you, and we've got a great song coming up.
Oh, absolutely. Brand new music from an album that's coming out in August from Elizabeth Cook, my girlfriend.
Oh, well.
And Paulette knows it. So this is a song called Razor Wire Walls. That's Elizabeth Cook from her upcoming new album. The album's called Great Television. The song is called Razor Wire Walls.
Great.
Also, she's got a movie coming out that's sort of basically based on her life. And it's a documentary, kind of a documentary novel type thing. And the interesting thing about the doc is it's directed by the wife of Jack Smith, the prosecutor of...
Oh, no way.
Yes. So I'm trying to find out if there's going to be a screening out here in L.A. because I'd love to somehow hook the station up.
Absolutely. You're good with that. You hook us up to all kinds of movies. Was I supposed to say that? It's Mornings on the Beach. Danny Lemos is here.
Mike Stark.
I'm Melanie Ray. And here in the studio, I have my dear friend, my co-producer, Chad Bishop.
Good morning.
Hey, good morning to you.
Good morning to you.
How have you been?
I've been great, man. I shouldn't have taken a shower this morning. I should have got in that washing machine.
I want to try it. I would try it in a heartbeat. So what's going on? What are we looking forward to? Because whenever you're here, I know that something's brewing.
Coming.
Uh-huh.
Well, we are looking for a Long Beach Soul Collective debut at Harvell's in downtown Long Beach. It's Wednesday, June 10th from 7 to about 9:15 p.m. Yeah, so
That's fantastic. So explain for people who don't know what the Long Beach Soul Collective is, a little bit of background for them.
okay, the Long Beach Soul Collective is a group of soulful poets, storytellers, and musicians. We combine those art forms to create one big mess. And I think
It's like a gumbo.
yeah.
It's a gumbo.
I'm not kidding, and it's tasty, and there's all kinds of things going on. So
it's wonderful because I feel like it brings an audience through an experience.
It sure does.
Instead of just
great way to put it.
performing, it brings you through a whole experience. Philosophy's the host, and if you're familiar with him and his work, he's just a powerhouse and brings through with Acoustic Soul Express. Storytellers, poets. It's an experience. It's a cabaret. The whole evening's an
that's a good word,
experience.
cabaret.
where do you find the
A
people to
modern
tell the stories or the poetry? Are you out looking for them? Can somebody listening get involved?
Yes. I'm the storyteller, so I have kind of a bunch of storyteller names in my pocket that we pull out every once in a while. Philosophy's part of the Never Speak Long Beach, so he brings poets, and Chad is connected in the music community. He brings musicians, so it's different every time, but it is always solid and always a good time.
That's great. And so Harvell's another home for you guys, right?
Right. I've been playing there consistently for a little while, but now we're going to bring the Soul Collective there. They have an amazing all-star jam there every Wednesday from 9:30 till about 12, and we'd like to bring our show there and be a part of that.
Oh, really? So they have other folks also performing at the same time?
Afterwards, I mean, these are world-class musicians led by Mr. C.C. Thomas, who's the bass player for Diana Ross.
Oh,
and he brings his group of friends. They are world touring musicians,
Right.
and this is kind of their off night. And what they do is they collect money for a music school that CC and his wife run out in, I believe it's Torrance. It's kind of a community-involved event which raises money for kids' music lessons.
That was a club that was famous for other, like blues and jazz, right? Harvell's downstairs. Right now, it's on the Promenade. It's always been on the Promenade, but you get underneath El Viejon, that new restaurant there on the corner of Broadway, and then there's the staircase going down. I say that because many people ask me, where is it? I went to the Promenade, I didn't find it. Well, you got to find the staircase and go down, as any good club would be. And so, once again, when is this happening? We want to give that information.
This is happening Wednesday, June 10th, from 7 to about 9:15.
That's wild. And he's got we went out and visited your studios, right? It was so awesome.
Oh, man.
Tell a little bit about that.
Just as of about, I guess, since January, my partner Shanti Dykes and I, in conjunction with Daniel Veasley, took over a studio off of Orange and Burnett. It's 1390 East Burnett. I don't know if I should really.
Yeah, really? You're gonna
Yeah.
It is
I won't say the sweet number.
Okay. Knock on the
Stand there and
doors.
scream his name.
Yeah, but we have a recording studio there, a rehearsal studio, and an upstairs loft area, which is ideal for like small concerts, acoustic concerts.
You know, when I was expecting something that would be like, a little amateurish, but you got a professional, how many tracks soundboard? It's enormous.
Oh, it's the real deal.
It's the real deal right there. So if you're looking, and I know people, can they rent it? How do people get involved if they want to use it or get
Yeah, they can rent it. They can rent it on an hourly rate or day rate. And they can contact us on our Instagram.
That's great.
Soul_Shack_Productions LB.
Isn't that great? Yeah. So you're just expanding all over. You're going to be like the local. The All Stars come down, but you guys will be the Long Beach All Stars down here. Because really, everywhere I turn, it's either you or Philosophy's performing. It's
right.
You're out there and you're doing it, and it's exciting. In fact, you're doing it again. Do you want to plug what's going on?
Oh yeah, I have we host a local show at my house in my backyard, and that is Backyard Buskin'. And this Saturday, it's at 4 o'clock. You can find the tickets on Eventbrite if you look up Long Beach Soul Collective or Backyard Buskin'. And we have, who do we have playing?
we have the
This will be fun.
the amazing Lafayette Ben Charlatan.
I love him so much.
If you haven't seen
I haven't.
Lafayette Ben Charlatan, you are in for a treat.
Okay.
He
Yeah.
comes with the piano, the New Orleans style. He's actually a multi-instrumentalist, so I'm not sure what he'll be playing this week, Saturday, but it's going to be great. And then we have DJ PW, who is a member of the Never Speak Poetry group, but she's also a DJ. She'll be spending that day.
Oh, wow.
And Alessandra Nightswanger.
Oh, no kidding.
Yep.
Will be there. Yeah, it's
Oh,
going to be a great day.
We recognized her at our
Yeah.
event a year and a half ago.
Oh yeah, and
she
she does an act
Singer,
with
songwriter.
with Lafayette.
Yeah, they're going to be
This will
performing
be
together.
fun.
Yeah.
And if the Long Beach Soul Collective is not too drunk by 5 o'clock,
You'll be there.
the Acoustic Soul Express will be performing.
That's awesome. I think you should perform
day
drunk.
too.
What the hell?
Yeah, right.
And that's funny because when we learn songs of Shanti's, he always says, we need to practice over and over again
Yeah.
because I need to know this when I'm drunk. I need to.
He's great.
it's
So
gonna
all
be fun.
things are going on, and if you want to find more information about your appearances at Harvell's, once again, give him where can they find it? Is it Instagram or is there a website?
Instagram. Now, for the Acoustic Soul Express, we have a separate Instagram.
Okay.
It is Acoustic Soul Express, 3 words. That's our Instagram. And for Soul Collective, it's Soul_Shack_Productions LB.
Great. Follow him right now, both of them, so you're in the know about what's going on. I'm telling you, just like the Pied Piper, follow him wherever he goes because it's going to be musical. It's
Yeah.
going to be fun. It's going to be exciting with great people. That's what I love about it. So Harvell's.
I want to send a quick shout out to Shy But Fly because this Harvell's moment is full circle. Shy was the first person, we went to Long Beach City College together, and she was one of the first people to take me around, to take me out on the scene to meet musicians. And the very first place she took me was a place called The Cellar. It was what Harvell's is now.
Oh, wow. That's great.
Yeah, so this is exciting.
Yeah, it's exciting. Coming full circle for you. All right. Everything Chad Bishop. Thanks for coming on in. And of course, like you know, the door is always open. In fact, we can't keep him out. He's
if
always
you
got
try.
something going on.
Yeah, I'm
and
gonna
I love
kick this
talking to
door
you.
in.
I love the sense you bring, the feel that you got in your music. Just, it's good to know where all the good people in Long Beach are hanging out. So hang out with us.
Thank you so much for having me. I really appreciate it.
You're welcome. Speaking of music, we've got something to go to.
Yeah, new music from the Old Crow Medicine Show.
I love them.
Featuring Molly Tuttle. If you don't know anything about Molly, you need to look into her. She's an amazing artist. I got to see her at the festival we went to last month. And this is a song called Last American Waltz.
LBP on your dial. Keep it here and stay a while. The sound of Long Beach, oh so sweet. KLBP can't be beat.
Mornings on the Beach for your Saturday. It's actually a Make Music Long Beach month here on KLBP.
Yes.
We are helping out to find musicians to perform all over the city on Father's Day, the June 21st, summer solstice as well. And right now, our stage is almost full. The KLBP will be broadcasting from a location we'll let you know about next week. And it's going to be a great day. The website's filling up. So if you have a penchant for performing, if you're a musician or you're a songwriter, you have a band, you can put it on the website, makemusicday.org and Long Beach, and you'll see it. And then sign up, and they'll either assign you to a stage or you can pick one if you have a priority one near your neighborhood. So that's all coming on this month, Make Music Long Beach.
Sweet.
And I'm Danny Lemos.
I'm Mike Stark.
I'm Melanie Ray.
And just before we came back, we heard...
Yeah, we heard Old Crow Medicine Show featuring Molly Tuttle and Last American Waltz.
I know her because I listen to LA radio sessions. So that's where I found out about her. And she's a great singer. And during the song, I was thinking, this is such a wheelhouse for great new talent that's all around us. You, Mike's looking for it. We're always inviting it
looking
in.
for new
Yeah,
music.
it's right here on Mornings on the Beach. Speaking of singer-songwriter,
All right, joining us now is a woman that plays all over Long Beach. She lives in Long Beach. You can see her at Phil Tranny's. You can see her at the Wilmore. You can see her at the Boathouse by the Bay. She makes that route doing cover songs in her own way.
Oh, wow.
But she's got a show coming up this coming week where she's going to be featuring all of her own original music along with people that she collaborates with. I want to welcome Kelly Fitzgerald. How are you?
Welcome.
Hello.
Hello.
Tell us about the event.
Yeah, so I'm playing at Campus Jacks in Newport Beach on the 9th of June. It's a 7 o'clock start. They do it like a showcase, a singer-songwriter showcase night on Tuesdays, which I've done a couple times. I've actually played there many times. It's a great concert venue. It's a great live music venue. And they asked me if I would come in and do a night of my own material with my band. And I was like, yes. Let me think about it. Yes. Which is so nice. Yeah, so I've got a 5-piece band, just great players. And everybody in the band they're also great songwriters, so featuring some of their songs as well. And it's just it'll be fun. I'm looking forward to it.
Yeah, and she, as I said, she plays all around town, and she does covers. She plays by herself, and she also plays with her people in various different configurations. And usually it's cover songs, and she does them in her own beautiful way. But she's able to work a few of her own original songs into the mix. And great performer. She knows I love her.
I love you back.
How long have you been writing songs?
A long time. I'm going to say I think I started getting a little better at it, maybe 20 years ago.
Oh, wow.
I kind of always wrote songs, but I didn't feel like I was really good at the craft, and still working at it, but it never ends. But I'm happy with a lot of the stuff that I've done over the past, I've got records, from 2008, that I'm really happy about. I love them, and so that's nice when you can go back and like something that you've done. Because
tell us a little bit about your band.
Yeah, so I've been playing with my guitar player Brian Pothier, who also produces my records and records them, and he's just amazing. I've been working. He and I went to high school together, so a couple years ago we met. So he's my brother from another mother. We're pals. So he's playing guitar. Michelle Mangione, I know you know Michelle Mangione. Yes, you guys Mike.
Yeah,
Michelle?
absolutely.
She's pretty amazing. She's playing drums on this gig, and she plays drums in my band. But she's also just an amazing musician all around. And so she'll be playing drums on this gig. She's also an amazing songwriter, wonderful songwriter. And John Thomas is playing bass. And he's crazy talented. The guy plays every instrument under the sun, And but he's playing bass on this gig. And Marty Axelrod is playing keyboards. And Marty's just a wonderful songwriter as well and super talented. So I'm basically the weak link in this whole group.
No, not at all. Now, Michelle, correct me if I'm wrong, we played a song that you and Michelle wrote during COVID, right? Was that Michelle that you co-wrote that song with?
Oh, are you talking about what day is this?
Yes.
Okay, so I wrote that with my sweet friend who I adore her. Her name is Mary Wakefield.
Okay.
And she lives in Nashville.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
You may remember, Danny, we had the song on the show, I know, because it was during COVID. You guys had written a song about COVID, how we all felt about what day is this, right?
Yeah.
Oh, that's wild.
And
And
it's
maybe re-airing because we're airing all those old COVID shows now at 7 o'clock in the
that's
morning.
fun.
Here. Yeah, we are. It's fun to listen back to where we were only like 3-4 years ago. So
And
wild.
scary.
Hey, I have a question. I'm a writer, so I have my process. But what's yours when you get ready to write a song?
Good question.
Do you sit down? Do you have to have a cup of herbal tea? Do you want to be on the seashore looking at waves? What's your process?
None of that.
She's probably going to say a speeding car.
Gigantic glass of wine. No, I'm only kidding. I can't.
I'm always curious about when people get creative.
Yeah, for me, it's just I gotta sit down and do it. I have to. I'm not one of those people that can walk around and write songs. And whoever says they do that, I don't like them. It's just to me, it's a lot of work.
Yeah. Really?
So I sit. I kind of. I just make myself sit down and do it.
Yeah. Are you inspired more by joy or sadness? I mean, because I find that I write better when I'm angry or sad than when I'm happy. Isn't that funny? I express myself in a different way.
Yeah, snarky songs can sometimes be a little more fun to write. You know what I mean? The feelings maybe are a little more, raw, whatever. But I do find that writing happy songs aren't easy because they sometimes sound sappy. Do you know what I mean?
Oh, I do. Yeah. And that's always what I'm afraid of, is getting too, Pollyanna in my writing.
Exactly. Yeah. But I do have a pretty good amount of positive tunes. And actually, one of them that comes to mind is one that Michelle Mangione, she sent me this great piece of music and said, write the lyric to it. It took me forever because it was such a feel-good, so, musically, it was such a fun musical tune. And I wanted to write something that, worked with the music and but wasn't too sappy. But it's called Everything That's Good. And I love how it came out.
Yeah, I'd love to do that someday for a musician to say, "Here's a track, write me some lyrics." I've always wanted. I don't write music.
I want to do that too.
I don't write music, so if there's anybody out there willing to give me all the royalties,
well, there aren't many these days.
Yeah. It is, isn't it?
Yeah.
Well, we're going to listen to a rather angry song from you in a minute. Right?
That's funny.
This was fun to write.
Yeah. But give us the rundown of the event one more time.
Yeah, one more time.
Yeah. So it's June 9th at Campus Jacks in Newport Beach, and we play from 7 till 8:30.
That's great. Great. And where, if people say, I just heard that, but I want to find out more about it, where can they go? Is it to Campus Jack's website, or do you have your own?
Yeah, both Campus Jack's website, also my website, which is kellyfitzgerald.net. And then, hello. I mean, I could probably do this right now, couldn't I?
Oh, she's holding up because this is radio, I will have to describe it. She has a QR code.
There you go, right?
The last I checked, that doesn't work on the radio. But thank you. Anyway, that's really great. I really want to.
That'll be on my website and Campus Jacks as well.
Oh, that's
so
great.
June 9th. It's a Tuesday night. Next Tuesday.
Awesome. So, taking us out, tell us about this song, because this is an angry song, young lady.
That's great.
It was really fun to write. I don't remember exactly why I wrote it, but it was a lot of fun. So I wrote the song, and then I was actually working with a group of songwriters at the time, and I played it for them, and then they liked it, but I was like, it needs some tweaks. So I asked my significant other, my partner, if he would. He's really a wonderful songwriter and a writer, just in general. And I said, will you tweak this with me? And so sure enough, that's funny because it turned out to be, it's a relationship song, but it has nothing to do with our relationship. Thankfully, we don't bring out the worst in each other. But
so you didn't hire somebody to track him down like the character in the song.
song. Yeah, there's a little stalker in there.
Oh, nice.
It's really great.
But the thing I really love about this song is that I love the production of it. Brian recorded it.
It rocks.
Yeah, it rocks, and the players on it are fantastic. And I just, it was the vocal from the demo. Actually, I couldn't beat it when we recorded it.
Wow.
So I kept it. Yeah.
So why don't you introduce it and take us out with it?
Say again.
Why don't you introduce it for us, and that'll take us out.
Yeah, this is Worst in Me.
All right, that's Kelly Fitzgerald, of course. Love it. And that was a great song, Worst in Me.
I loved it. It was really great.
Yeah.
Great to have her on the show.
Yeah, she's great.
I wish I could get away on Tuesday. I want to see her because I'm obviously recommending her.
There's
She's
plenty
really
of other
powerful.
places to see her. We'll go out some night and see her
great.
at either Phil Tranny's or
Please.
the Wilmore, or she's all over town because she lives in Long Beach.
I'm telling you, if you want to know where the music and the food is, follow Mike.
Oh, yeah, right.
Follow him around.
Right.
Yeah, or follow your Facebook, Instagram, right?
sure.
All that stuff.
All of that.
And Mornings on the Beach is where you find us on Instagram. Also on Facebook, if you want to do that. We're not on X. But if you want to find us on Spotify, you'll see all the old editions of the show.
And YouTube.
And YouTube as well. So that's great. It's Mornings on the Beach. I'm Danny Lemos.
I'm Mike Stark.
I'm Melanie Ray.
And we got another guest. This is
We
great.
do.
Who do we have now?
Oh, this is Tristan Quiram of the Game Chest on 2nd Street.
No.
He's got an event coming up, and then he and I are collaborating on a little something too. So, Tristan, how you doing?
I'm doing quite well, Melanie. Thank you. Thank
Thanks
you all
for
for having
coming.
me. It's lovely to be here.
Oh, no worries. I was taking a walk down 2nd Street, I think right before you opened, and thought, oh, what's going in here? And then saw it was going to be a game store, and then
Yeah.
went back right after you opened. And it was full of folks having a great time on a Saturday, just checking all the games out.
What do you got going on there?
Well, right now we've got our oncoming second anniversary birthday bash that's being helped organized by the Belmont Shore Business Association. We're trying to get together a little, something from a few other businesses on 2nd Street, kind of work together to see what we can put together to help celebrate our being here and being able to renew the space for another 2-year lease. So we're sticking around. We're glad to be doing that. And right now we've got our usual event on Thursday nights is our Riftbound Casual Nexus Nights. It's a card game for the League of Legends video game that recently came out. I think last year was when it debuted. And we've got a pretty good community of people who like to come in, sit down, play, have some snacks, just hang out for a little while and play some fun card games.
That's
So we have a
wild.
whole weekly schedule worth of stuff that we have usually. Saturdays is our big Pokemon day. Mondays and Wednesdays are Bandai nights with the Bandai card games. Tuesdays and Thursdays is Lorcana and Riftbound. Fridays we've got Magic the Gathering, along with all day Sunday is Magic the Gathering days for Wizards of the Coast. We call it the Wizards of the Sundays.
And that happens in the store.
Yep, right in the back space, right in our little
Oh,
play
I
area.
didn't
We've got a
see
few
it. That's
tables.
why.
Yeah.
Oh, that's wild. That's so excellent. Why a game store? What's your background?
Well-
Are you a fan, or how did you get started?
Well, I manage the store for two lovely women, Mariam Afmani and for Mariam and Karen. And they are two moms who opened up the company a little while ago and decided that they wanted to use their experience with trading card games and with board games growing up, loving playing games, and use it to, make learning a little more accessible and try and build a better community in the areas that they open the stores. Because that's their general orientation is to try and make the area a little more publicly accessible. With the rise of digital access media and stuff like that, with like video games or card game tournaments are starting to make a comeback. So they wanted to try and give that back to the community to try and make things a little better and make learning for younger kids a little easier through like playing board games, card games, tactility, toys. It's all proven scientific stuff. and
I
it's
love
just
it.
fun to
Absolutely.
do.
Yeah, great.
Yeah, and it's not digital. It's not online.
Right.
That's what's great about it.
I'm a special ed
Yeah.
teacher, and games, I teach everything through games. I mean, language, taking turns, self-regulation, sportsmanship. It's really infinite. And then when it's kind of like crafts, like in the sense that when kids or adults are engaged in a game, the stress level comes down, and there's
agree.
learning open, which is what I'm going to start teaching ASL in his game room using games, just like I did with kids. I'm going to do it with adults, and because gameplay is the way to it's the way to learn and open up your social skills.
Say a little bit more about that. So, if we go there, you're going to show, like, how do you teach someone?
Well, the best way to learn a language is naturally. So I've taught ASL in a classroom setting where I'm in the front and they're all sitting and I'm signing and then everybody goes home and for one thing, it's boring for everybody. I don't have fun doing it. They don't have fun doing it. I do my best, right? But engaging each other in games is a way to practice is the best way to practice a language learning with meaningful content. So especially with sign language, it's true with any language, but especially sign language where you can't look in a book, and you see a picture of somebody signing.
Sure.
It's a whole different way of taking in information. So with my students, I use games that require basic communication in a set, with set vocabulary in a patterned method, so that you learn to use new vocabulary and new grammar face to face with someone else who's also learning, so that you can visually access it.
That's fantastic! Wow,
Yeah.
Tristan,
And of course, when you're playing, you have fun. You don't notice you're learning.
Yeah,
always
that's
easy. It's always easier for folks. And Tristan, does that when you lead games? You said you had several different games during the week. Are you the expert, or do you bring in other people that are game experts? I wouldn't how do you know all the rules and all that?
Yeah.
Well, we try and teach our employees the rules of most of the games that we run. But one of the things that we have is, if there's a bit of downtime, learn how to play one of the games that we have.
That's
Watch
awesome.
a video, grab a demo, run it through yourself if you can. See if you can learn something so that you can sell something, so that you can get people to be more interested in this hobby.
That's
so we can
wild.
Get more people to grow the community. We've been doing that for a couple of years and been working out pretty decently so far.
And I love that the grow the community part is what I'm interested in, because I'm going to go to my first game night this coming Wednesday night.
Oh, really?
A friend is organizing.
What are you going to play?
I don't know yet, because he's going to decide when we get there. We're going to have a voting system, apparently setting it up that way. But I can't wait. But that leads me to the question of whether or not somebody can reserve your space for an event. Is that available?
Yes, we generally do have table reserves. Like, you can, for $5 out of an hour, or buy two get one free. You can rent a table, use it with your friends. Doesn't matter how many people are there. Just flat $5. Buy two get one free.
Yeah.
We run D&D games out of our back room, where people play D&D with each other for 2-3 hours out of a day, once or twice a week.
I think you should have built a dungeon for that one.
It's kind of like a dungeon. It's pretty back there.
Here's a question I have for us old folks. Is there a night where we could come and learn how to play a D&D? Because I see all my students could play it, and I never knew what they were doing.
Well, we actually have a summer program for younger kids, ages between 6 to 7 all the way through 17, of teaching them how to play Pokemon and Dungeons and Dragons.
Oh my goodness.
But we're also trying to logisticize, trying to get things put together and, straightened out for running a weekly Adventurers League, which is finally getting support back, which is the old format of weekly D&D drop-in, drop-out style gameplay.
That's awesome.
That's amazing.
That's so great.
Especially with younger kids now, the kind of the COVID generation, they don't have that. They need practice facing each other and communicating and creating with their brains, and things like Dungeons and Dragons, where you're, that's an amazing practice.
I just want them to have a night where I can come in, Dungeons and Dragons for Dummies.
Right.
And it has to be anonymous. I don't want people to know.
We'll call it a DD&D.
But I think it's really fantastic. So,
I'm an old school kind of game player. Do you have the old school games like Monopoly and Life and those sort of games available?
Oh yeah. We've got we've got Monopoly, we've got Life, we've got Yahtzee, I've got
Shoots and Ladders. I was just there.
Shoots and Ladders.
I was just there.
The walls are lined with them, and you can buy them.
We've got different kinds of Monopoly, too, different themed ones. We got different themed Clue, which the themes for those ones, I love those.
Do you have the Long Beach
I was gonna
Monopoly?
We have it for rent, but we don't have it for purchase.
Well, you know, rent's
Unfortunately, we
expensive
don't
in
have
Long Beach.
it. Actually, not.
It's not.
Well, not for us, because we have an interesting little program where you can rent a game for $5 out of a week up to the retail value of the game itself, and then you just own it.
Oh, that's awesome.
Cool. That's
oh my
cool.
God,
Well,
that's
thank you so much for calling in. And
course,
tell us again when your birthday thing is.
Our birthday event is going to be this coming Friday, June 12th at 9:30, I believe, 9:30 in the morning.
Awesome.
Right on.
That's
Thank
really
you so
great.
much.
At the Game Chest in 2nd Street.
That's
Excellent,
awesome.
excellent.
Hey, can you host us on the Stroll and Savor since you guys don't serve food?
There you go.
We can set up a DJ out in front. We'd love to. Actually, that would be great.
All right. Thanks for calling
Yeah,
in.
thanks, Tristan.
I'm very happy to have been here. Thank you all for having me.
Thank you. We'll see
Have
you
a good
later.
day, y'all.
You too. Take care. And that's it for today. Wow, we just jam-packed everybody in there. So much is going on.
What a talented
If you-
community, man.
If you miss anything, tune in tomorrow at 8, because that's and actually again on Sunday you can tune in tomorrow because we're replayed on Monday morning as well.
Oh, we
our
are.
weekend show. Yeah, so check us
Excellent.
out. In the meantime, on the way out,
Yeah, we got LA radio sessions coming up at noon on Saturday, if you're listening on Saturday. And we've got Casey Petrowski, who also has a show here on the station, recently added.
The Beatles Show.
The Beatles Show. And you can hear that, I think it's 6 a.m. on Sundays or something. Check your schedule. But Casey is a guest of mine, and we talk about the Beatles' 50 most memorable moments, which is a book he wrote. And that's on LA radio sessions today at noon.
awesome.
Where
And
can we find old episodes of LA radio station or LA sessions?
It's on Mixcloud. You go to the. You can
Oh, there it is.
also
All
go.
right.
You can go to the station and click on the.
Oh, that's right.
Show page, and it'll take you right to.
I'll do
that's
that.
awesome.
Yeah.
That's great.
And so I thought we'd go out with some Beatles, but not just
Nice.
the regular Beatles stuff, because we've all heard that, right? This is take 5 of the Sgt. Pepper's Lonely Hearts Club Band
Oh, wow.
reprise. So it sounds a little different than what you're
Oh,
used to
wow, that's
hearing.
great.
So it's kind of a cool thing to hear. So we'll take